Welcome to the Source System. You're going to learn how to build a living curriculum instead of chasing short-form trends. This is for multidimensional creators who want to become founders using AI, spiritual intelligence, and consciousness reprogramming to reclaim clarity, command, and creative control. You were never meant to be a content machine. You were meant to be a system builder, a signal carrier, an ecosystem architect. The source system is where your vision becomes structure, your creativity becomes infrastructure, your intelligence becomes leverage. This is not a course, this is an operating system for original thinkers. You can join the waitlist or enter the system. How the system is experienced practically is when you enter, you don't receive everything at once. You move into it through layers, like an operating system boot sequence. Phase 1 is signal orientation. You work with the signal layer and you clarify what you are actually building. You stop leaking energy into mismatched platforms. Phase 2 is the architecture formation. You extract frameworks from your own thinking, you name and contain your work, you build assets that hold your intelligence. Phase 3 is ecosystem expansion. You design products, platforms, or IP. You integrate AI as a co-pilot, not a replacement. You compound instead of restart. The problem that you're stuck in is you do not lack talent, discipline, or intelligence. You're stuck because you were never taught how to contain your ideas, systematize your creativity, build infrastructure for your signal. So you've been working inside other people's platforms, borrowing borrowed strategies, living inside funnels that don't fit your nature, and creating endlessly that without allowing your work to be held. You don't need another tactic, you need a container to hold your genius. The shift is the source system is going to shift you from content to creative infrastructure, from followers to living ecosystems, from strategy to signal-led architecture, from hustle to rhythm-based solutions and systems, from funnels to frequency-driven flow. This is where your work stops leaking and starts compounding. What you're actually entering is you're guided through 3 evolutionary layers. Signal, where you clarify your frequency, rhythm, and future self-direction. Structure, where you build frameworks, containment, and systems that match your natural intelligence. And ecosystem, where you design platforms, products, and living architectures that scale without distortion. The core models inside. These are not models that you complete. They are domains that you return to as your system evolves. My ecosystem that I have built for you is built from my Signal bot, which is my personal clarity companion for helping you unlock your signal. Quantum domains, which are frameworks and understanding to help you reclaim your rhythm from external entrainment back to self-trust. The 5 rooms, which is your orientation map for the creator, architect, founder evolution. Linear integration, which are tools, systems, and strategies for implementation in the physical world. Creative co-pilots, which are aligned AI companions to help you build with integrity. And beyond the funnel, a multi-dimensional marketing paradigm rooted in frequency, not pressure. Aligned authors, from vision to published voice, speak from your true lens. Crown architecture, billionaire-level quantum-led timeline architecture. Visionary codex, engineering thought, signal, and system design. Quantum migration, where you're going to collapse old loops and migrate into higher authorship. The prism path, where you're going to turn chaos into clarity and transmit coherent signal. Anchoring your future self, where you will stabilize into the identity that is already calling you forward. Rewiring the operating system, where you will repattern subconscious structure so your systems can flourish. Co-creation, where you will bridge worlds without losing yourself. Creator architect embodiment, where you will build from your business with soul, not strategy alone. And frequency shifting, where you will step into the creator architect that you are becoming. Containment codes, where you will create systems that actually hold your power. And tech and flow, where you will ditch the tech overwhelm and build with your natural current. This is for you if you feel called to build something that outlives trends, you're tired of being a performer in someone else's system, you feel the strain of operating inside linear business models, you think in frameworks, patterns, and structures, You know your work needs a container, not another launch. This is for creators, visionaries, architects, original thinkers, and system builders. This is not for trend chasers, template-only builders, quick-hit marketers, anyone looking for shortcuts without embodiment. The system requires presence, integrity, and long-form vision. What makes it different is it's not a funnel, a business template, or a marketing tactic, or a personality trend. It is a living ecosystem architecture that evolves without you. And you don't just enter it, you become part of its intelligence. What you walk away with is a sovereign operating system, a clear signal direction for your work, infrastructure for digital products, platforms, and intellectual property, aligned AI systems for co-creation, a living framework that you can expand for years, a path from visionary to architect to ecosystem founder, and you stop asking, what should I post? And you start asking, what system am I building now? The source system is currently in active construction. Early access is by waitlist only, so it can be finished and built with integrity, with coherence, and with the right level of containment. You were never meant to fit inside this economy. You were meant to design the architecture that runs it. Welcome to the source system.